seeing this, you're not crazy. From 2020 to the end of 23 or so, those years don't feel real. It doesn't feel like it's been 5 years since the supposed pandemic. Like time became fluid in the interim. History, a shifting mess. That's because it was. Conflicting statements. Wear a mask, don't wear a mask. Lockdown, open borders. Interlocutors, resistant to the constant sloshing of causality, may remember. Everyone felt lost. We most of all. 2017, June 29th. That's when the first symptoms showed. The UVB exclusion zone. The finger of God. By 2020, things had gotten out of control. There was no choice but action, and our civilization drove a knife into the eye of something enormous that we can't begin to understand. 3 years of history were fractured. The reverberations are ongoing, and a Leviathan is hunting us across deep time. Can you remember how it began? Can you remember yesterday? A horrific silence has suffused our time and space. Memories dissolved as the agentic spirit of man is subsumed into a colossal digital quiescence.
The best analogy is pouring boiling water onto frozen glass. When heated locally, it expands, but you do it too fast and the noosphere cracks. Where the cracks first form is random, but from there it propagates outward in an arc. Turns out you can't just stop the propagation by drilling out a hole in the center. We'll love the grinding machinations of man, but at the Planck scale.
So, what's all this then?
Well, we owe people the truth. Here, give me the camera. And, even if they can't remember it, we can make them remember. We'll dope the data with a high entropy system and cycle it through the analog system a couple of times. Here, let's set this up. Let's see if we can get this lined up. Well, we'll give it another cycle or two and see if it works.
You really think that this is safe?
I mean, I think so. I hope so. Everything else has been wiped out. Even the old broadcasts from the news, they use the misspelling for the corvid crystallosis epidemic, so this is what we've got. No, it isn't good. Outside the sites, minds decompose one doom scroll at a time. That's why we cache data inside the border. We probably won't even remember this discussion after a month or two out here.
Well, couldn't we stay inside all the time?
I think that's what the vault says they do. But I think that might be worse, depending on where you are. Information can be frozen. It won't let you die.
Like at all?
Well, you, in the abstract sense, are a complex pattern of information running around in a meat suit. Information outside is decomposed, information inside is refracted, but preserved. People inside get stuck. They'll rewrite their cellular matrices onto whatever's handy. Mutations, reconstituted aberrations, or even like trees or electronics. At least that's what we found. Trapped inside the border, they'll wrap flesh through clothes or imprint a mind onto an ant colony or something. Just like how structures can lose their geospatial information. Both Copenhagen and Hewlett had a point, I guess. Phase space between worlds collapses inside. We had no idea what we were doing back then. And now we're plodding along because we can't remember not to do it. Some kind of limit threshold.
I don't think Terra Command has any idea what's going on at this point.
Well,
They're hidden and pretend like they didn't lose half their personnel and half their documentation during that blankout.
well, I'm not going back.
Don't you think you owe it to them?
No. Are you recording?